You're listening to a Destiny Park Media podcast.
They live on to fight another. I didn't realize that. Did you know that all the bees were female also? I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah, I was like, really?
All bees are female?
Yeah, the men are the like I forget. They're like they are the like scouts or something. But all the other bees are all
the other bees. Okay, so
like the bees that are in there, the bees that are out doing like pollinate, like those are all female. And then like there's like certain ones that are male that are like some type of scout or something like that, like
some sort of cuck.
Yeah, they don't do it. Yeah, I was like, really? So everyone's just a female, and then they have the queen. So it's like women, queen,
sure,
and then maybe some men out there that do this, that, and there. This is like human society. Men out there that just do,
killing things, dragging them home.
Yeah, dragging them home. You guys like this? They're like, no, we just got like pounds of...
We are not impressed.
We have pounds of pollen. We're good.
And by the way, it's very rare for me to say cuck. I don't usually use that language. Welcome to the Oculus Slide podcast.
Yeah.
We're actually bee men now.
We're bee men. Yeah, we're bee people.
Yeah, we're bee people. We got a bunch of bees, and
we're farming. We're farming now,
and not just aura farming, but bee farming.
Bee farming, aura farming.
What would you say the worst part about the bees is? For me, getting stung is the worst part.
I got stung this year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I guess it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing some roof work stuff, and I was on like one of the wood, like shake roofs.
Yeah.
And, bees like wood, and they burrow and make their own.
Do they?
Yeah. They like to be up in wood stuff. So I guess we were walking up there, and I was, stepping on like this, the eaves, like this crevice area, and I guess I stepped on like where they were or something like that. And one of them flew out and gave me a warning sting on my hand. Mm-hmm. And it just surprised me, but it actually didn't hurt that much.
Nice.
But I got down because I was like, I don't want to be attacked while I'm on top of a house.
All right. That's fair. Well,
I'm just on a house getting stung and like trying to avoid but not fall off. Yeah.
Now, was that your first time getting stung by a bee, or?
No.
Okay.
But it's been like, it's been like 20... Let's see, like 20 years or something since then. So
I don't know what it is, but when I was a kid, I thought it would be the worst thing in the world.
Mm-hmm. Like, you always kind of think that.
People acted when I was a kid because I was around other kids.
Yeah.
Like it was the worst thing in the world, and I got stung. My sister was taking engagement photos with her fiance, and the pictures. They kept asking for more poses and more poses, and I was wearing a dress shirt that had like kind of an open V sort of thing.
Sure.
Show off a little bit of the
a little V-neck, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit of the pale goods. And
little chest meat.
Yeah, and there was a hornet that really seemed to like the chest meat and said, time to insert.
Time to insert here. You got stung in the chest?
Yeah.
Ow. I feel like that would hurt more. I don't know why.
It did hurt, and I didn't handle it maturely.
Just scream.
I didn't scream, but I did go, what the fuck? And
that is actually the exact. That's how. So if anybody like wants to put themselves in the shoes of getting stung, that reaction is basically what it feels like to get stung. It's just like, what the fuck was that?
The fuck?
Yeah,
and it just keeps getting like worse and worse. And but the pictures did stop soon after that because they were like, Michael, do you want to do another pose? And I was like, no, I'm fucking going to the bathroom. God damn.
I got stung,
and.
But it's not crippling pain, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
it's a what the fuck, and it's like, I went to the bathroom and just like got some soap and warm water and washed the area. And you can't really ignore it, but it's not like it's like the worst pain you've ever felt in the world. It's more like
it's like being like poked, or like with something sharp, or like pinchy.
A little bit of poison.
Little poison. Like I had like a little bump. It was like a weird spot. It was in between my knuckle. Like I had like a little bump. Like it was really small, and then it literally like went away like within the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, weird. Yeah.
But I don't know. When I was a kid, I like was so scared when I saw a bee, just because I thought it would like really hurt, like debilitate.
Yeah, some like paralyzing pain. No, nothing like that.
Now, of course, this is the elephant in the room is that we're both in our 30s now.
True.
So maybe we are making too big of a deal out of getting stung.
I mean, I'm not. I'm actually here to tell the people that it really wasn't that bad.
Well, for me,
it was a nuisance.
For me, it was the worst moment.
It was actually
of my 30s.
One of the top. It was in my 30s. One of the top pains of my life.
Yeah. Well, it was heartbreaking because it stabbed me right in the heart. You know,
just clear.
All right.
All right. No more bee talk. I guess I'm beat out.
Well, you like jazz? That's Jerry Seinfeld's Bee movie. Second time I brought it up on the pod.
The Bee movie.
He plays a bee, and he romances a human woman.
Still have not seen it.
The rest is history. The rest is bad movie history.
Oh, jeez. Bee movie, Osmosis Jones, all these like weird animated adult comedians doing, some of the stuff is good. I guess if you count like Toy Story or something else, like those are strong, but they're kind of outside of what I'm talking about.
Yours is more high concept, like Osmosis Jones. He's part of the immune system. Right?
Yeah, like some amoeba or whatever.
That's one of my least favorite animes, I would say. Osmosis Jones. The voice acting for it was not super inspired,
Osmosis Jones.
No, I bet the Japanese dub for it is much better though. Like in the Japanese version, I can imagine because in every kid's animated movie from the 90s, there's like that moment in Act 2 near the end of it where things were going really well, and all of a sudden one character feels betrayed and goes like, "How could you? Like I thought we were friends." No. Yes. The other one is like still in their feelings and like they've been caught, but they're like, "Oh, we weren't friends, man. I was using you."
Yeah,
it's like some. Can't you see I don't want you anymore?
Some alternative plot.
But in the Japanese version, I can just imagine it being like,
Speaking of anime, though.
Yeah. Oh, this is an anime podcast.
No. I was gonna.
Oh, good. Okay.
I don't. I mean, this is, but it's not.
Welcome to the Oculus Slide podcast.
Welcome.
This is an anime podcast.
I mean, this is a geekdom podcast.
Oh, no, not geekdom.
Not geekdom.
Hey, guys. Geekdom's here.
He's here with us. He's our first. Well, would he be our first guest?
We've not had a single guest.
We have Geekdom here with us.
Be my guest.
Yes.
Remember Beauty and the Beast?
I do remember a little bit of that.
Beauty and the Guest.
I gotta mention something.
Yeah, I just steamrolled you.
No, because I couldn't find a way to open it up, but
sure.
I gotta mention it.
Uh-oh.
We love Gomah, right?
Oh yeah, King Gomah.
We love King Gomah.
From Dragon Ball Daima.
We love Gomah. And, in the past, a couple episodes ago or something like that, we were hard on Gomah and things were starting to look a certain way, and I feel like we let off the gas a little too soon, to truthfully be honest with you. I feel like we should have kept going.
Yeah.
Because of where we sit now. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, we were on a path, and I think we let go of the gas. Then Gomah kind of recovered himself, and then now I'm like, fuck, we should have kept going.
So the way the evil eye or Trissian Oculus works is such that, like, you can keep, like, pounding at King Gomah.
Sure.
Over and over.
Sure.
And the Trissian Oculus, or third eye, or evil eye, or... What's the evil eye is Dondodon, which we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, not yet.
But I forget what the eye is called. It's third eye.
Yeah, third eye, evil eye. Yeah, that's all kind of in the same bucket.
Anyway, it regenerates. It regenerons.
So this is what's happening, is what you're saying. It's regenerating.
Yeah. And so we can't just like keep doing what Vegeta did, like and turn Super Saiyajin 3.
Okay, so what would be the plan? Because it was working.
Yeah.
And now it's not
working. What didn't work was that we've taken a few weeks off.
That's probably what it is.
Because certain people had life events, quote.
Certain people.
I'm not gonna say who, but certain people were like, I moved, this happened. Oh, I'm depressed.
I'm out of my mind.
Yeah. And then
Gomah just regained strength.
Gomah said, well, I'm gonna go up this escalator now. And he was able to do it, no problem.
Yeah, he was able to do it. You're right. So wait a minute. So maybe the power lies. Does it lie with you or does it lie with us?
It lies with us.
Okay, that's what I think so as well.
Wonder Twin.
Yeah, Wonder Twin situation. Power of. Do we have to say like the same thing and then we turn?
No. I think we have different.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So I would be like the power of. I don't know, man. A magnifying glass or something.
Yep, and I'll be the light source.
Nice.
And then we burn. we burn the Gomah. Hypothetically speaking.
No, and this is all non-violent, of course.
No, of course not. Because the thing we did before wasn't violent.
No,
that was kind of just like letting things happen.
Yeah. all the good things in my life have come from me just sort of letting them happen.
Right, exactly. Same here.
Yeah, as opposed to like trying to, force a situation to go. Gomah
the other way.
To Gomah the other way. Like, when there's a girl who's like sort of not interested in you anymore, you can't just go like, I got the third eye, I got the Trishnoculus. I have all the ultimate power.
You must bow to me.
You must bow.
So I guess we don't have to say anything much more, but I did want to bring light to that. I also want whatever we're doing as the Wonder Twins to continue to do what it's doing.
I think we're actually the Blunder Twins. Just because of the way that we've missed a few episodes.
Fair. Well, I'm here to say my foot's back on the gas of it, and Gomah's on notice.
and by the way, if he becomes a good guy to the demon realm, because we're talking about Gomah here.
Yeah, of course.
If he suddenly were to become a good guy, then I would say, you know what? And I give him a little thumbs up.
Yep. You do the little.
You're all right.
Mm-hmm. You're all right with us, Gomah. But I just don't see that happening. To be true.
If he were to fall and hit his head, and potentially hit the kindness center of the brain.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, and just like
sort of invert that.
Yes, he has one of those moments, like those old school TV moments where he hits his head and he forgets who he is.
Yeah,
and he becomes like a whole new person. The problem with that is that people wouldn't believe it. Yeah, because we're in this society where like it's hard to believe anything.
If he were to say anything nice, I would say that's AI generated.
Thank you. This is all AI generated. This is fake.
I would be in the crowd and I'd say that's AI generated.
Yeah. This is fake, obviously.
Anyway,
so that was my PSA out to Gomah.
That was my PS2. No, okay. Well, I hope he's doing okay, and we wish him well.
Yeah, find yourself and your soul.
All right.
Enough of that.
So there was a time when this was an anime podcast.
There was a time
when this was a real country.
Yes, exactly.
Over the last few episodes, it's become a little bit muddied.
Yeah, we've been the movie cast.
We've been talking about these weapons here.
I love weapons.
It's a film called Weapons, not anything.
Not real weapons.
Yeah. Don't get scared. And we've been talking about, I've seen this movie, I've seen that movie, I played a show.
That's right.
Yeah. But like the anime fans are going, what the hell?
Where's my fix?
Where's Akira?
Yeah, where's my fix?
And by the way, the Akira slide is not aptly named because Kaneda is the one who's sliding in the.
That's a good point.
In the evocative scene.
Akira! Yeah.
What'd you just say?
Akira!
Oh no! Well, they're saying Kaneda and Tetsuo back and forth in that film.
That's true. I just
Akira.
yelled Akira because so I try to meme it out real quick.
I see. I sort of slid that in here.
Just yelling on the title of the movie.
Okay. From now on, when we mention a title, we have to have someone go, whatever the title.
Just yell it out.
Dragon Ball Daima! So anyway, is there any new anime out right now? No. I'm kidding. There's a million of them right now.
There's a million. There's a lot out, but I want to focus on a particular one today. Tonight, if you will.
Daima.
Yeah, I want to do more Daima. Let's do more Gomah and Daima.
So I've been rewatching Daima.
Let's do episode 1 through 10 one more time.
Can you? That's our best performing episode.
Just keep doing.
There's. So on this, well, dude, that'd be a great April Fool's joke.
Yeah,
we put out another episode about Dragon Ball Daima 1 through 10.
Yep.
And somehow and
it still shoots up the chart.
Yeah. And for some reason, we make some of like the same predictions that we did the first time. Like we've forgotten.
Yeah, I think this is going to happen.
I think this old Namekian guy, he's going to be really important and dangerous.
Yeah, he's going to be like the deciding factor in the show.
I'm scared of this. This is not a diversion. It's not a diversion by writers who don't know what they're doing.
No, absolutely not.
And who are like flying by the seat of their...
They're figuring it out as it goes.
They're geese. No, but you want to talk about one anime in particular? Yeah,
man. Our end of the year, I think we had it as one of our favorites.
Mm-hmm. I believe it was my favorite anime of 2024.
Yeah, and I believe 2024. I think I might have forgot it on my list, but but I meant to put it on, or as like a honorable mention anyway.
Sure.
That show is Dan Da Dan.
Dun, 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 dun,
I do miss a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Not to say that, by the way, as we start this conversation, do love the new music too, though. Mm-hmm. It is a different vibe, but I do like it. I do enjoy it.
So I like the new opening. Dan Da Dan is a series about teenagers who get involved in all sorts of paranormal and
alien
activity and evil and monsters. And if you haven't seen season 1, I would recommend you watch that.
Highly recommend.
And then watch season 2 before you listen to us talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do want to listen to us talk about it, feel free.
Yep.
But to give a brief rundown before we get into specifics, the main characters are Momo Ayase, and she is a telekinetically, psychically gifted young girl, about 16 years old.
Trained under grandma.
Yeah, and she's friends with Okarun.
Yep.
That you pronounce it Okarun, by the way.
Yeah, Okarun, right?
And we've always said that.
We've always.
And it's Okarun for sure. And he's this nerdy guy who he really loves aliens.
Yes.
So she believes in the occult. He believes in the aliens.
Mm-hmm. They meet up.
They meet up and they basically give each other this great series inciting dare where one of them has to go to a super haunted area.
Yep.
He has to go to the super haunted area.
Yep.
She has to go to this super like
paranormal.
Aliens have visited this spot 1,000,000 times, let's say.
Yeah.
And then through like shenanigans that occur, they both like become closer. And the series is a shonen series. I didn't even know it was one until like halfway through season 1, right? But
yeah, it's kind of hard to believe.
It's like it's in Shonen Jump, which is where Dragon Ball Z and or Dragon Ball and Naruto and all these other series have been in. And but what makes it stand out is that the mangaka made it a like romance as well, like a convincing.
Yes, a very convincing one. I'm into it. I'm really into it. So the first season kind of blew me away because I hadn't really seen. I mean, it reminded me of some older shows that I'd seen in the past. You know, FLCL or Fooly Cooly or whatever.
Yeah,
some other things like that. It's very quirky. It's zany. But the animation is fantastic. And shouts out to the dub, the performances. The translation is really good, I believe. Excuse me, as far as them being able to translate like young kid talk like into you know, Americanize and make it fit.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, one of those shows that doesn't feel like it's trying hard at all. Like it's just doing it very accurately and really well. So I really appreciate that.
I'm the subby of the two of us.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And even I would say that the Dan Da Dan dub, they do a fantastic job of localizing.
Yes.
Because translating is one thing, but localizing to make it fit with your market, like the American market, it's so tough to do with a delicate touch. Like it's very easy to go too far.
Yeah, super easy.
Most dubs tend to go too far, or at least they used to when I was younger. Nowadays, I think there's like whole departments in dubbing studios that are about
doing better with it.
Doing good localizations.
Yeah, absolutely.
A good example of that is there's one moment where in the Japanese version of the show, Ayase is talking about. We don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say there's a spherical object that's a ball. And she's talking about it. And in the Japanese version, there's a character named Jiji who he doesn't understand why they're talking about a ball, and he's like, what is this? Like, is this a dirty joke? Are dirty jokes in? And he says something about like a hip joint thing or something. That doesn't make any sense to an American like person who's not well versed in Japanese culture.
Sure.
And in the dub, he says, "Oh, you guys are telling that joke? D's nuts." Yeah. So, D's nuts. And it takes something that would have been impossible to dub.
Yes.
And we immediately can watch that scene and know what they're saying
and understand the context of what he means.
And it means the same thing in both languages, but also totally different references.
Right, which is beautiful. Beautifully done.
And the actor for Gigi nails the line, when he says, "These nuts!"
These nuts!
So, huge props to the dub.
Yeah,
I'm a preferential
of course
subber.
Of course.
But I've watched season 1 both dubbed and subbed.
Oh, okay.
And I've watched some of season 2 dubbed.
Nice, okay. I didn't know that you watched
against my will.
Oh, did you? Wait a minute.
Because of the theater. That was one of my... Sometimes I just totally miss the boat. And
I forced him, actually, is really what happened. I was like, you're going to sit here.
You use psychic power. Because you didn't say it with words, but I felt you glaring at me as I bought the tickets.
Watch it. You're going to watch it.
I don't want to read.
I'm not reading. You're not going to read.
This isn't a library.
We're not in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, but so season 1, I would give that like a frickin' 8.5 out of 10, I think. Or maybe even 9. I think I give it a 9.
Yeah. I'd be in the 8.5.
Season 2, the hype was high for me.
Yeah.
And the thing that gave me pause, and I'm not talking about like Turbo Granny's pause. The thing that gave me pause was that there was like a 6-month break between the end of season 1 and what they called season 2.
You're right.
And I said to you, how on earth could this possibly be good? And rumors abounded that season 1 of Dan Da Dan was actually 22 episodes. And they split it in half because some of the episodes got leaked before the show came out on Netflix.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. That was the rumor.
Got it.
And it's been confirmed, actually, like in production interviews for season 2, that this was actually all produced as one thing.
I had a feeling.
But then in the second half in season 2, they added a second director, probably to help them finish it.
Yeah. Freshen it.
And I gotta say, so I
who was the second director? Is he French? He's French, right?
Yeah, and they added him because he did such a fantastic job with the opening for season 1.
Oh, he was the opening guy.
The main animator for the opening is what I understood.
Beautiful. Okay, yeah. I do love his opening.
And that opening is iconic.
Oh, yeah.
For season 1.
It's a classic.
So season 2's opening is also really cool. It's good.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different, and I like that season 2's opening is like very much from Okarun's point of view.
Yeah,
It's literally through his glasses a lot of the time. And it shows like how he views Momo and how he views the situation that they're in together.
Him running.
So it's like, I think season 1 was very much Momo's story for the most part.
Yeah.
And season 2, it tends to focus more on Okarun, it seems like.
Yeah. It's Okarun, and then it's kind of sharing that spotlight with Okarun and like some of the newer cast.
Yeah.
Momo's kind of there. Not there in that way, but like she's on the ride with everybody else.
Yeah, it's interesting because I kind of thought she was like the main... She is still the main character. Yeah. Like season 2... Spoilers ahead, by the way. Season 2 does still end with her. Like, it's her point of view at the end of the season. Absolutely. But, it's an interesting thing because if this had been one season, I'm not sure. I haven't decided how I feel about it yet.
Oh, you don't know how you feel about this new season?
Well, if it had been altogether 22 episodes, I can't decide if that would make it more epic and awesome or...
Oh, that's so great. That's a great thought. I actually think it's better split.
Because 26 episodes was the usual anime season back in the 90s and 2000s. So you think it's better split?
I think so. That's my off of the hip, that splitting it up kind of makes it two distinct things.
Well, I'm sitting in a chair, but you'd think I'm sitting on a fence here because on the one hand, like I get how splitting it makes it kind of better because it gives each section of the story its own like identity.
Right. I think that's what I'm getting at.
The thing I get frustrated about is that I could never figure out where a good season finale would have been. So you remember how we talked about how in season 1, like there was like a unanimous agreement amongst the internet that the season finale for season 1 was like the worst spot that could have ended the story.
Yeah, and they should have ended it on episode, was that, I think it might have been the 10th episode or something.
I think the one that I thought of was maybe when Jiji first appeared.
Jiji. Sure. That was a good one.
That could have been cute. But it's like, that would have been like 10 episodes.
A little short.
So I don't know. I think the thing about Dawn to Dawn is that like the story just like it goes at such a fast like clip that I could never find, even in season 2, because I kept thinking, where
do you end this?
Where do you end this? Because like season 2 had the same thing that happened in season 1, where
it's kind of similar,
a fantastic new character, or maybe not fantastic, but fantastically full of possibilities.
Unique, very unique, fun character.
A character gets introduced in the second to last episode of the season, and then you're like, well, I'm not sure how I feel about this guy, but it's the same thing I went through with Jiji, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about him yet. And
I think this is a storytelling technique that this person has done.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's unique to them, because I'm sure maybe in other anime that they've done this type of storytelling where you introduce somebody kind of like mid-end of something. And I think...
Well, some of my favorite... Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
Some of my favorite TV shows, they will include so much new information in the like season finale that it actually feels like a season premiere for a new story.
Yeah.
And then find a way to wrap it all up somehow so it ties into the whole season. I'm talking about Mad Men, actually. Their season finales would always be like super full of dense new information that made you go, God, why is it ending right now?
I know. It's a good cliffhanger, but while giving you what you want.
Yeah. And so I interrupted you though.
No, I was going to say that as season 1 to season 2, and then they've gotten signed on to do season 3.
They have?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so like zero surprise to me, just given the quality of the show. I just don't think you can lose, but...
well, sorry for...
No, you're good. I was going to say that the show never feels like it's actually stopping.
Yeah.
It just feels like it has to be stopped because of like contractually or like, yeah, basically like it stopped because of business, not because like I'm ready to stop here and then I'm going to come up with something on the next thing. It's like, no, I actually have a full thought, but I get stopped like while I'm in my full thought. And so like, okay, we got signed on. I'll continue my thought now.
Well, the author of the story wrote it very stream of consciousness. Like here's this thing, here's this thing, here's and he doesn't know how each thing is going to end supposedly. Right. So, I think this is just that type of storytelling where like it never seems to reach like a natural like conclusion,
right?
But at the same time, arcs end kind of satisfyingly. But like for example, the Evil Eye arc, which we should talk about. There was like 3 episodes in a row where I thought, oh, that's the end of the arc. And it's like, oh, that's the end of the arc.
Yeah.
And then over time, you just realize, oh, now we're out of that arc. And I didn't really notice when the actual like full denouement was.
Yeah. Yeah. Like where is there's no bookend per se because it's kind of like a merging into the main arc.
Yeah. And I love when anime does that actually. Yeah. Sometimes certain series well, they'll end the arc by going like, let's all have a barbecue together. Like it's very much, this is the end, and then there's a fade out.
I feel like there's a very American way of like ending things.
True. And then the fade out, and then they'll fade back in to the next, like a preview of the next arc.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that is definitely over.
Yep. That ended.
The next hotness.
Yeah, the next hotness, exactly. Remember that barbecue we had last year?
Give us some filler between arcs, please.
Yeah, thanks. Right, exactly.
Some useless filler. Come on. So we saw the Evil Eye arc, the first 3 episodes of it in theaters because they had a screening, which is like, this is all the rage for anime now.
Yeah, the screening stuff is getting really hot.
Yeah. Well, there's a show that's doing a screening in January. Maybe I'll go to. But,
which is?
The show is, we'll talk about it in the next episode.
Ah, gotcha.
It's an anime, though. Dragon Ball Daima.
1 through 10, all in theaters.
They're doing a theatrical screening of 1 through 10. Oh, man, can you imagine?
And then we'll just review that.
And we'll be the live entertainment for the screening.
That would be hilarious.
All right, guys. But in between episodes, we'll be like, all right, guys, what'd you think of that episode?
Yeah. Oh, you're passing around. Like, what do you think over there?
Well, I've already seen this before several times.
I just have to say that the animation.
All right, cool. Thanks.
You cut him off.
The animation.
I think the animation. Yeah.
I think the animation is actually really good.
Yeah. We got you. But
Thank you, Toriyama Sensei. He says you're welcome. Okay, next.
Next, guys.
Next, guys. Are there any women in here? Crickets.
It's quiet.
Cricket sound.
It's quiet. I'm just kidding. No, women like Dragon Ball too.
All right then. Wouldn't know.
Yeah. No, they're there. They're out there.
Okay.
They're out there.
Any proof? Or, no, just kidding.
No, I don't have any pictures or anything.
Okay,
but,
good. That's what are you, Master Roshi? No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
Muten Roshi?
If only.
Jeez. I guess so, because he's pretty buff when he.
Yeah, when he hulks out.
But anyway, back to a more serious show.
Much more respect. I'm just kidding.
Respect. Yeah.
It's too new.
But speaking of new, so to refresh everyone what my thoughts were on Evil Eye.
Yeah.
The Evil Eye arc, it's Jiji's parents are in the hospital because they try to take their own lives. And Jiji is getting help from Momo to get his house that he's living in this spot exorcised. And because his parents are like archaeologists or no, not archaeologists, like building
architects.
There you go. Yeah, they're those types of arcs.
Yeah, those arcs.
So but yeah, it winds up becoming very dark when you realize that Jiji's being like haunted by this purple spirit, and there's these families called the what is it, the Keto?
Yeah, Keto family or something like that. I'm sure that's wrong, but
no, I just remembered that in that episode when we had mentioned that they got ate by the worm or the snake, and I said they suffered from ketosis.
It is Keto family.
Yeah. So that's how I remember the name.
Beautiful.
Because I said the dumbest.
The ketosis is good though. It's a classic.
So my thoughts were that I liked the story. Jiji becomes like sympathetic towards this purple vengeful spirit who was trapped in this like dungeon almost, and he watched kids play outside the window. Yeah,
he was like solitary confinement for like a child.
Well, because I think it's the Keto family caused that because they were like sacrificing him and other kids to the
that's right.
To the worm. I think that's what I understood.
Yeah.
He was part of that ritual. So that's why he's like disrupting it after all this time, and like he hates that worm thing.
Right. Yeah, he hates the worm. Yeah.
The worm and him have similar goals. The worm is trying to get people to kill themselves, and he seems to be trying to get people to kill themselves too.
Yeah. It's crazy. I think that kind of, that's the type of storytelling that's really cool. Giving, what's the word? I guess it's like, humanizing, I guess this, he's a kid, like a real kid, but he ends up turning into, it morphs into something else. Cause like when the kid dies, that spirit is still disturbed and in pain and it's unsettled. And then hence becoming this evil eye. And this is what Jiji has to encounter. So,
and he gets possessed by it, and he becomes really buff. And
he was already kind of, I guess.
True, he was. That's what made him a great vessel. Like, Turbo Granny does say that he was like a perfect vessel because he's a genius.
Yep.
And also let's be honest here, he's in great shape.
Yeah, he's in great shape. He's like the, boy band guy, kid.
It's crazy that he like is so cheesy and goofy.
He's a nerd, yeah.
Yeah, and then he's just jacked.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Given there'll be a lot of nerds out there that like they don't really see themselves as whatever.
I think it's a new archetype for like this type of anime. Though.
Yeah, and kind of the new era.
Yeah,
because of this merging of like nerd culture into like main culture, and people kind of hooking into it that like in the past would have thought it was like, you know, corny or whatever. But yeah, it speaks to the new era, the new era of the anime Zeitgeist, I should say.
Yes, yes. So I really loved the story for the Evil Eye arc.
Yeah,
and it's funny that we saw this screening for like 3 episodes, and the comments I saw online were that it was like nearly done.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then I start watching it at home when the episodes finally come out like a month later. Actually, like 2 months later, because we saw the first 3 episodes at once, and then Crunchyroll / the TV station aired 1 week at a time.
Yep.
So we still had to wait like a month before we could see the first episode after what we watched. But I did notice that the animation felt a little less high quality than season 1, and even some of the stylistic choices felt different.
Very different.
But it was.
You see that more in the season 2.
Yeah.
Even more so than just those the movie episodes that we saw.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that is part of season 2.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, I meant like later in the season. They start to use that style.
You know what's funny is I noticed it feeling kind of different in the beginning of season 2, and then in the middle of it, it seemed to like get back to what I loved about season 1.
Right.
Like the character designs and the animation got smoother again, and then near the end, it actually got really like
it's a specific style. That I've seen before, that I actually like, but it's different than what Dandadan was doing previously. So it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like a visual shock, especially if you're not into that style, because it's a very distinct style.
I'm into it sometimes. Can I attempt to describe what I'm seeing? Yeah,
because it's kind of hard to talk about. But
so there's certain key animation scenes in Dandadan season 2 where it seems like they are like reducing the frame rate intentionally. Like a character will be like spinning around the screen, but you're only really seeing them like 1 minute they're here, the next minute they're there, the next minute, like it's like choppy. A series that does this really well, totally different style of animation, but is the Spider-Verse films.
Aha, yeah.
That's sort of a choppy frame rate animation style, and it looks good. And I'm trying to think if there's any other choppy frame rate.
I think that's a really good one because a lot of people know that one.
I actually watched an anime fairly recently that has some choppy frame rate sections, and it looks really good. The series also involves curses. Oh. Should I say it?
You might as well.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu.
I've watched season 1.
Ooh, finished the whole season, huh?
I also watched season 2.
Oh, 1 and 2.
And the film. So I spoiled the surprise. But yeah, so I've watched all of Jujutsu Kaisen's animated works.
Jeez Louise. This guy's out here. This guy's modern day man.
This guy's an anime fan.
I'm the traditional man. This guy's modern day
You're
man.
Like, so I did 1 episode per week. And I'm just like...
Yep, just ran through it.
But that's an example of a show about curses. That... I hope I didn't just break your desk.
No, just creaks.
Okay, it's just a spirit.
Exactly. Speaking of.
I'm a spirit. And Dandadan's writer would be like, I can make an episode about this.
Yeah, exactly.
About a desk spirit.
Desk creak spirit.
So that's a good idea. Desk creak spirit. Where it's like, why are you always leaning on me?
Just angry.
You're heavy. You know, you need to lose some weight.
Pointy elbows.
Yeah, they're true. So, but that also has reduced frame rate at times.
Okay.
But I actually prefer it to Dandadan's reduced frame rate sections.
Okay.
I get the vibe that the Dandadan stuff is from difficulties rather than like a stylistic choice.
Now, sorry, you talking about the frame rate piece.
Yeah.
Did you also notice the visual changes that they started doing with I don't know how to describe this, man. It's like kind of like sketchy.
We're not experts.
Yeah, the only time I've seen it in the past was like, I think it was like Kill Bill, where they had an anime scene where that animation kind of thin line, stretchy. I think like Elon Flux kind of has a similar like stretchy, long.
I'm laughing because I thought you were going to say Elon Musk.
Elon Musk with his like stretchy, long face.
So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a very they use it in like kind of fast movement sometimes. So make it look like, I don't know, it's a very visual movement thing.
Well placed, sketchy stuff is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great. I love it.
Yeah. An example of the best animation in the season, maybe for me, would be Okarun versus Evil Eye 2.
Yeah, that was good.
So Okarun goes on a adventure with Turbo Granny, where they go to a school and go to a music classroom. And Ira, of course, tags along. And there's all sorts of classic composer spirits that are basically like trying to kill them with musical notes.
Yes.
And as a music fan who knows how hard it is to animate like instruments and playing, that episode was tough. That was a tough one to pull off.
Yeah.
And I thought it was one of the best episodes of the season.
I think so too.
It got, you know what's funny is it got a little bit like, they did reuse the same animation a few times.
I can see that.
I saw it as like very economical.
Yeah, that's smart.
Because it's such a tough thing to animate. Like, they would have like the treble clef and like notes ascending up the scale, and people playing instruments, as I mentioned. But really,
probably the most creative. Jinx.
Buy me a Don Season 2
DVD pack.
Blue.
Yeah, Blu-ray DVD pack.
Season Blue.
Season Blue pack.
Oh, Perfect Blue. When does that come out?
Shit, yeah.
I think it comes out like next week.
Yeah, next week, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta get on that.
Perfect Blu-ray.
Perfect Blu-ray.
So I really liked that episode. We since I've gotten kind of critical of season 2 of Don, I want to make sure I say some stuff that I love about it.
Yeah, show the love.
The episode where they're trying to do like I forget what it's called, but a ritual to exorcise Jiji.
I love that one too.
Yep. The scene where the band shows up that's going to perform the ritual song.
Yes.
And they start playing this heavy metal Japan X inspired song. That's my favorite scene of the year, I think.
Ooh.
Like in terms of modern anime.
She's fire.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched much.
Fire.
The music was incredible. The characters interacting with each other and like headbanging along.
Yeah, that shit was so fire.
It was one of those things where I really love when a show like pushes its boundaries and like does something you wouldn't expect. Like I did not expect this season of Don to be like so about music and rhythm.
And what I also noticed, homage to a lot of Japanese things.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool. I started noticing little things they would show little things. I'm like, oh, it's a Japanese like tip of the hat. Oh, it's another Japanese tip of the hat.
Yeah, the show is very Japanese. That's why localizing it is actually super important.
Yeah.
And it's impossible for some jokes. Like,
I'm sure.
Because an example is like in the Japanese version of the show, when Okarun is feeling threatened by Jiji, he starts singing the Slam Dunk opening. And that's never been dubbed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how does it...
They sing the Japanese theme song in the dub as well.
Okay. I was going to say, how do they do that?
They're just singing it. It just doesn't really...
I like that, though. I like that.
There's a great reference in this season, and I'll tell you about it. You know the scene where Jiji is eating where Evil Eye is trapped in the, like, suit made out of that one annoying guy?
The little mannequin man.
Yeah,
let's call him mannequin man.
Mannequin man. And they keep opening the
his head.
He's like, still here. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. But then what happens is I believe it's hot water.
Yes, hot water
spills on him, and they open the slot, and it's Jiji. Yep. He's like licking his tongue. He's licking his face.
Yes.
Starts crying. He's like, Momo, Okarun, you're okay. He's, by the way, he's like the most valuable player this season where
he's big time.
He loves them both so much.
Yeah, he's big time.
And he's kind of matured past like the love game thing where he's like trying to see if Momo can be his girl.
Yeah, he's over it.
Yeah, I hope so.
He seems very over it.
You never know with these kids though.
Teenagers
scare the living shit out of me.
I was gonna say, like, can't put anything past a teenager, that's for sure.
My Chemical Romance has a song called Teenagers where they say that. Teenagers scare the living shit out of me. But so he's back, and it's like such a victorious moment after all this struggling and all the fighting, and like Evil Eye did feel like the most dangerous character they've faced so far, I think.
Yeah, because all of them have to contend with like his immense power
and his anger and his hate and his desire to kill everyone.
Yeah,
and he's a child. So
that's the beauty of this character is that
a tantruming child, if they had the strength of a spirit and a full-grown, like, muscly man or a muscly teenager, be a terrifying thing.
And I just pictured Luna in that. Oh no, that's very scary. And she's
like, "Dad, shut up!
Shut up! You're not listening to me!"
Punches you through the wall.
Yeah. Just visualize that. Yeah. That would be very painful.
Yeah. So they realize that, like, when cold water hits him, he'll become Evil Eye, and when hot water hits him, he'll become Jiji. And the camera zooms in on Jiji's face, and he starts singing the Ranma 1/2 opening theme song. Ranma 1/2, have you ever seen it?
I have not, no.
It's a, oh gosh, what's her name? Like Megumi, I think her name is Megumi, or no, Rumiko Takahashi, I think is her name.
You said Ranma 1/2?
Ranma 1/2.
Ranma.
And she,
there it is. Okay.
Rumiko Takahashi, they also did Inuyasha.
Aha, yes,
but Ranma 1/2 is a show from the 80s, 90s, where it's a boy. Sorry, it's a boy. He is a 16-year-old boy, and he visited Cursed Springs with his father. He fell in, and he's cursed with, when cold water hits him, he becomes a girl.
Wow. So this is, literally, this season is just all, like, Japanese. Yes.
But he starts singing the theme song, and I just died, because it's like...
You knew it, too, when he was... Yeah. That's so amazing.
No, Ranma 1/2 was a show that I grew up watching, and I read the manga for a bit. It's a weird show, because it's like they go to some really mature places for a teenager to be reading. Like,
is it a romance?
It's like more calm than rom. Like it's kind of annoying.
It does seem more calm.
So the anime in the manga are totally different.
Okay,
I guess.
Yeah.
Like the manga had more of a story, whereas the anime had lots of like weird filler.
Okay.
And
they
focused a lot on like the worst character, the like dirty old man character, Happosai.
Sure.
Horrible stuff. They actually have a remake of Ranma 1/2 that's season 2 of that is coming out next month.
Okay. Because I've definitely seen the Ranma 1/2 show up on probably me scrolling or whatever the case.
And it seems like they're trying to adapt the like manga in a more faithful way.
Okay.
I think the original anime, they weren't really adapting it very faithfully. I don't know, man. Like anime back in the day, it wasn't treated as like something as like artistic as it is now.
Sure.
It was more about ad space, and I mean it still is now, but
and taking up kind of like
selling toys.
Yeah, selling toys.
Because like anime, weekly anime was the format for a long time, and it would they didn't make much money off of it.
Sure, I can see that.
It was because of the toys that they would air the thing every week. It was like an ad.
Yeah.
Sort of like how they felt about G.I. Joe and those cartoons from the 70s.
Yeah, 70s and 80s cartoons of America was all selling toys.
But what's my point? The point is that the original manga was more like character based, and they seem to be doing a better job with this remake of it.
Right. So. And apparently this is a reference that Dandadan makes with Jiji and the Evil
Eye.
And
he sings it very well. But it's so funny that he's referencing this 80s
That's so great.
anime/manga.
I love
it. He loves out-of-date stuff. I guess his parents probably are like super energetic about, this is what I grew up watching.
Yeah. And that's cool though.
You can see it when we meet those characters that they probably are like forcing their stuff. And not in a bad way, of course.
No, they're just those type of parents. Like I do a bit of that myself, honestly. But
yeah, if I had a kid, I would definitely be like, "You gotta see this Godzilla shit, man."
Yeah, check this out, yo.
Listen, hombre.
Speaking of Godzilla,
oh yeah, what?
Dandadan.
Oh.
The Dandadan doesn't stop there.
This is the second Godzilla that's shown up, because in season 1, when they had Nessie show up. It was very clearly inspired by Shin Godzilla from 2016.
Got it.
Where he has this very specific way that he launches his beam and his eyes look a certain way.
Yeah.
They love just like ripping off a character just enough where you know what they're trying to reference.
Right.
But they're not going to get sued.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Shout out to...
They've had legal trouble this season.
Have they really?
Yeah, shout out, though. What?
Shout out to the... what's the boxing joint that Okarun's holding?
Oh, Tomorrow's
Joe. Shout out to Tomorrow's Joe is another reference in there.
Yeah, in the manga, I guess they were both reading different manga. But in the anime, they said, let's have them both read Tomorrow's Joe.
I like that.
Which I got to read that.
Yeah, we want to be, since we're big big Ippo people.
Which you might not know.
Yeah, nobody knows this, but big Ippo people over here.
Oh,
yes.
Shoot.
No, go.
Well, I did pre-order the Blu-ray.
That's right, and I'm going to. I will.
We've been checking, or at least me and Waylon, we've been checking Amazon, almost daily for them to re-release volumes 2 and 3 because I already had volume 1.
Yep.
And out of nowhere, Waylon messaged me and said, "Check this out." And it looked like he just sent me
screenshot or something.
The opening for season 1, Star. What's that one called? It's
season 1. Oh, you're talking about
Shining Star?
Yeah, Shining Star song, yep.
I think it's what it's called.
Yeah.
But then I looked at the description of it and said, this is from my brand new full series box set for Hajime no Ippo. And I said, holy shit.
Did you scream? Audible scream?
I didn't scream, but since I was going through my, quote unquote life challenges, it did make the rest of that day much brighter.
That much brighter.
And I was trying to sleep and I'm like, that's so bright. No,
that's quite a bright news.
But it has everything. It has season 1. I'm sorry, everything from the fighting.
Yeah, so it's 1 through 76. Yeah.
And it has the OVA.
It has the OVA?
It has the OVA and has the movie.
Which one? Because there's 2, right?
Yeah.
So you said they had both.
Yeah, I had the OVA and the movie.
Wow.
And the OVA, for those of you who don't know, is Kimura versus Mashiba.
Yep.
Other way around, actually.
Yep.
And I don't want to spoil it, but it may be my favorite thing ever. But I haven't watched it in a while. So.
It's been a bit, yeah. It's been a bit.
So anyway.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
I will pre-order it as well.
Don.
Yeah, but Don shouts out one of, I guess, Tomorrow's Joe is pre-Ippo.
Yeah, it's what made Ippo. Well, not made Ippo, but it's the Led Zeppelin to Ippo's Metallica.
There you go. Beautifully said.
where it's
beautifully said.
It got things starting in that beat.
Yeah.
And then Ippo's like, I'm going to take this beat and
run with it. So I'm curious to see. I think people really like Tomorrow's Joe too. I've searched around and people are like, but people talk about Tomorrow's Joe from a story standpoint. This is an emotional story. It's a big deal.
This guy's he's messed up.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on with him. So I want to watch that show. It's probably going to be less about what Ippo was, which is more of a technical boxing show with story. And an anime being a technical boxing show, but
I was just thinking of swallows again.
There'll
probably be less swallows, I would imagine.
Less swallows, less going deep down into the ocean, that type of thing. Yeah.
God, Ippo it's not like it got bad.
No, those are just kind of cheesy fights.
Cheesy, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple cheesy fights.
When you do a Monster of the Week type show,
Monster of the Week,
they can't all be scary. Some of them are this is calendar.
Yeah,
calendar monster.
Definitely calendar monster. That's good.
But from what I've seen, the weird thing is on the Hajime no Ippo subreddit, I saw there was a thread that was is Hajime no Ippo your favorite manga / anime? And everyone was putting Tomorrow's Joe at number 1.
This is what I'm telling you.
But then outside of that subreddit, I saw everyone was putting Hajime no Ippo as number 1.
Because I think that's people have seen that and not seen Tomorrow's Joe.
No, but they were putting Tomorrow's Joe after it.
If they've seen it as well.
Yeah. So
no, people fuck with Tomorrow's Joe, man.
I get scared. This is what's weird about me is I get scared to watch it because I was so committed to Ippo and I would feel silly.
Liking it more?
Yeah, if I liked it more.
That would be insane. I don't think it's possible, truthfully, to be honest with you, because Ippo is kind of a special thing. But not to say that Tomorrow's Show is not, but Tomorrow's Show will probably be something different.
Yeah, I'll watch it tomorrow.
I'll watch it tomorrow, maybe.
Watch it, Joe Morrow.
It's tomorrow's show.
I wish it was called Joe Morrow.
That's going to be the new Americanized version.
Yes, that's the Funimation.
Yeah, thank you. The Funimation
2000s version.
The Sunrise. Yeah. No, good times. I think. So yeah. Eventually, however we find ourselves to that, we'll probably find ourselves to it at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dan. I think I want to overall thoughts of it.
Okay. You had mentioned that Dan is the type of story where it's just going to kind of keep flowing. It's just going to. I do have news about that.
Yes.
From what I've heard, we are not going to be getting a new season for a while.
I could see that.
Because this was all secretly one season.
I could see that.
And near the end of it, it seemed like it was kind of struggling under the weight of trying to animate 22 episodes. And it seemed like it wasn't ready to go when it first came out. Like
the second season?
Yeah, and that's why they put such a long break where it's... or no, the first season even. Like, they released it as a response to episodes leaking.
Yeah, so I wasn't like privy to any of that.
I wasn't until after I finished season 2. But it starts to make sense when you go, wait a second. It seemed like the first 3 or 4 episodes of season 1 was like this insane level of animation. And then it goes more wavery after that. And then season 2, they really seem to struggle. And then, of course, they have such high concept stuff like really a giant mech for the season finale. Like, every episode has an insanely creative fight scene. And
but this is one of my favorite things about this show is that it takes these really big swings. Yeah. And I think it executes well enough where, like, it's just for me, it's just an enjoyable ride. Because they're doing things that are really stretching. And I mean it from because honestly, this show could take it they could take it so easy and like really slow walk this dog, like, but they don't. I think they're like, I want to do this type of episode, this one. I want to do.
To be fair, they're adapting a manga that already exists in this form. So
does it play out like exactly? You know how manga is a little different than the show.
I've heard that the manga and the anime, their differences are very small.
Okay,
but they do take differences, or they do take creative liberties every so often. Cool. Usually the fans are happy with them. Sometimes they're really mad at them. Like, it's really, I think it's when you only change so few things, then people really blow out of proportion the stuff that is
changed that
they don't like.
Oh, sure.
So an example would be, there's a scene where Okarun and Momo, they're trying to find his ball. If you haven't seen the show, I urge you. Trust me, it makes sense. Yeah. But it's also goofy.
In context of the show.
They're in like an abandoned apartment complex, and they're chasing an invisible spirit, it seems at first.
Yeah.
And at one point, Okarun is like ringing a doorbell, and he's in his Turbo Granny mode, but he's ringing a doorbell. And they added that. It wasn't in the manga. And I thought it was just like a funny gag that he's like, trying to chase after his ball, but he's also like, well, I better be polite and like ring this before. But he's like going ding, ding, ding. And it's like maybe 3 seconds.
Yeah, I remember that.
For some reason, people were mad about that. Like, I saw people going, that made no sense. Why would he not chase after the ball with everything he's got? And they're like, Turbo Okarun isn't polite. What the fuck are they doing? Like,
I see. Overanalyzing the
character. Really
come on, guys.
Overanalyzing a joke.
Yeah, it's funny.
Which, by the way, it's not like I watched it and I like burst out laughing at that. But
no.
I legit was just absorbing the scene and I go, oh yeah, he would do that.
Right. It's silly.
That is Okarun style.
Yeah, no, it's silly. I think I enjoy the show taking the big swings. I like watching the show from a very ignorant space because I don't know too much about it. As far as I didn't know much about it until it hit the scene.
Yeah, I've heard that we should be reading the manga because apparently it just continues to get really good. And like the evil,
I want to spoil it for myself though.
The Evil Eye arc is apparently where a lot of people think the show really started, or the series really started,
I could see that. There is, especially if you're a shonen guy, the show, I could see people saying the show is starting at that point, because this second season has a lot more action in it and a lot more, battling.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
This season was very cool to me. I thought it was like, and I mean cool in the way that I don't mean cool like all right. I mean cool like it did a lot of really cool things. Like the action was really was done really well, and they really focused on a lot of that. But they also had a little storytelling in there too, a little cute. I really loved the Momo and Okarun progression. Yeah,
she was holding his hand like some sort of Hellcat.
I remember watching these scenes. Mm-hmm. I remember those thoughts, or I remember that time. I remember
that age,
that vibe. Yeah, like where you're like unsure. Usually, women exciting. A lot of times usually kind of push it, because they're good at because guys are stupid and they're very slow and
especially guys like Okarun, or me,
or me, where you're like, should I be in my head I'm like, yo, go, like I'm like,
when you're watching from an outside point of view, it's so obvious. No, it's
not obvious when you're in the moment at all.
No, I think I don't think I've ever made the first move with a girl. No, the last person I dated, they had to make.
It was spurred on. And I think that happens even more in this era than any.
Is he
traditional man?
Well, he's going into
traditional man's coming.
He's going into the men can't ask women out anymore.
Why can't I?
They're too afraid.
Pull out my. No, I'm just kidding. Jesus Christ!
Yikes, dude.
Just kidding.
Oh boy.
I'm just kidding.
No, but it's for me. It's just I think I don't know. For me, I get so in my head with OCD. I worry about missing their lips if I kiss them.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the mechanics of everything.
No, seriously.
That's interesting.
So
the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
The thing with Okarun and Momo is great.
Yeah, I went off on a tangent. Oops.
No, that was good because it fits within what was going on. Is because
and I just touched your foot.
How could you? How could you?
How could I not with this?
This is not a Momo
charged energy that was
Okarun situation here.
Sorry, man. I misread.
We're just in the back of the car.
I just misread the room.
That's my favorite scene. I think with them is in the back of the car.
That's what I was talking about. Where she's just
that was fire.
She's got her fingers on his hand, and
I remember that shit.
She's playing with him.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that space.
But not in a sadistic way, but in a
No, she's not playing with him like that. It's a dance that they're just really good at doing, and you kind of just have to. I think your best move in that space is to it's like dancing, playing along. You have to play into it.
But don't just storm like a bull in a
No, you have to. It's a dance. You have to play. It's a back and forth.
It's a rhythm thing.
It's a rhythm.
So they set the rhythm, and then you say
you fall into it.
What if we increase by 5 BPM?
What if we just pick?
We can see why I have a tough time with relationships.
Let's go 5 BPMs.
I say to that out loud, 5 BPMs,
and they're like, "Oh, what?
What now?
What?
This is my stop.
this is get out here."
It's like a canoe. She just jumps in the water.
She just jumps,
swims frantically.
No, man, I think all those scenes are just really great. With them.
Yeah. And how about when they're saying goodbye? That's probably the end of the arc. Is when they're saying goodbye. And Ira and Okarun are heading off in a different direction from her home.
Yep.
And in the dub, she goes, "Isn't there anything else you want to say?" And she's
I like that.
She what does she do to him? She has her sleeves out so her hands aren't out, but she's going fring, 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 and hitting him with the sleeves.
I thought it was perfect.
And in Japanese, she's a little less coy, but she's more "Don't you want to say goodbye?" And then Ira. The moment killer. The way the camera zooms in on her panicked expression, what are you doing? Did you think that the season had enough Ira? I think it just barely had enough.
I think she was there for the battle stuff a lot, but not for any of the story stuff.
I thought it was fascinating that she wasn't there for the evil eye situation until they went back to Momo's house. Yeah. And then they had her just kind of appear out of nowhere.
She's third wheel in the whole thing. I mean, from a relationship standpoint, even too. So.
She has one of the best animated and storyboarded scenes, which is the giant opening of that one episode where they show her doing her makeup. That was the best makeup scene I've ever seen in an anime. Yeah.
How can I remember that?
It was when they're all staying together. So there's a point in the story where they're all staying at Momo's house.
Yes.
And it's a fun sleepover. Not really. It's terrible.
It's a bad sleepover.
Bad sleepover. But her and Ira are sharing a room together.
Yep.
And it shows Ira waking up, stepping over Momo, and she goes to the bathroom, goes in the mirror, and we see like her without her makeup on. We see the real Ira.
I think I remember that. Yeah. I wish that was more burned into my mind.
It's phenomenal, though. They do a great job of showing her routine, her like how she looks the way she does.
That's awesome. I need to rewatch that. I think.
Most anime women or anime girls, like they are just naturally always looking a certain way.
That, yeah.
But this is like, you know, this is what a teenage girl would have to do to like appear like what they think popular is. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think. And you mentioned that, which brings me to a point, is that I think just the accuracy of the age and how they execute. I think honestly, it's one of the better executions of teenagers that I've seen.
I agree.
In anime, honestly, I think with the relationships, the energy, the attitude, the lingo, obviously, like I talked about the dub stuff, or the dub being like as beautifully localized as it is. It just feels teenage. Like, it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like, oh, like they're trying to make them kind of feel more like teenagers, but they don't really feel like it. Really feels like they feel youthful. They feel 16, 17, whatever their age range is. They feel that age. Even when they're talking to older people, they feel like very young too. Like, they don't feel like when she's talking to her grandma. What's her grandma's name, by the way?
Seiko.
She's talking to Seiko, which I have a huge crush on, by the way. But
season 2, like, so in season 1, I was able to like focus on like her as like just being her grandma. Like, she's obviously super attractive in season 1.
Yeah.
But in season 2, they really like they gave more fan service.
Yeah, I don't know what she was killing in this season.
Well, and they've earned it because they gave a ton of male fan service. So,
they did.
So it's like
they did.
I was able to like, you know, what's the word? The male gaze?
Yeah, the male gaze. Yeah.
Ogle. I was able to ogle. There you go.
Yeah, ogle.
I ogled her respectfully.
And she's an older woman, so.
Well, yeah, but you know, she's
free game. Free game.
I mean, I don't see a ring.
Yeah, that too. By the way.
So yeah, she's
just there, but you know,
technically not real, but
yeah, I'm still. Do you think we're gonna get something with her, like a side thing? I feel like they should open that up just a little bit,
like a plot for her.
Yeah, I want to know like her thing. What's her deal?
What's her deal? Just like, well, I do like that they haven't revealed like, is she using like her powers to make herself look younger?
I assume she is.
You would think so, and yet
exactly.
They haven't said that.
No,
but it could be implied, but also it would almost be funnier if Momo's genes are like so good.
Yes, that would be great.
Or if her, I mean, not to get dark, but like maybe her parents had her when they were really young.
Oh, which is another thing.
And she went gray early. She's not actually
at old at all.
Like, she's in her 50s, maybe her 40s.
Yeah, they're treating her like she's old, but she's really not that old. Like but if it's in the eyes of a teenager, this person looks like, oh wow, they're super old. But
she does watch old like TV shows and laughs like all of a sudden she sounds 80 when she laughs. She's like,
she does the old lady.
That's one of the best jokes. No, so you would ask for like overall thoughts.
Yeah, overall thoughts of the show. I think, but aside from the fact that the new character is hilarious,
Kinta,
he is the true. How can we describe? He is.
It's weird because I feel like there's overlap between him and Okarun, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But he's like Okarun without like the sensitivity.
Yeah, there's a prototype that he is in the nerd space that I don't have a name for, really.
I mean, he's like more of the otaku.
Yes,
and then Okarun is more of just like a nerd,
like a shut-in.
Yeah. Whereas like this guy, he's making the models. He's obsessed with like he wishes he could pilot a mech.
Yeah.
He's bullied for his like, and Okarun's bullied too. That's the thing. There is some overlap with these characters.
Yeah. They live in the same zone. It's just that, he's more otaku. He's more like he's more abrasive.
He's less charming.
Yeah.
Like he's saying stuff that like gets him kind of rightfully like ignored, like 10-gallon wiener.
Yeah. Like he's like awkward.
Yeah.
But unintentionally awkward.
Well, and he fell for the same thing that Jiji did, where he's like, why are they saying dirty jokes? And he resents Okurun because he can say things to Momo that are dirty, and she doesn't mind. And
Okurun, in this season, he's like now cool now.
Kind of, yeah.
Apparently, like, people are like, oh no, Okurun's cool, I guess. Like, well, kind of cool. Like, he's cool because Momo's, fucks with him, so like, he's like cool in, what's that word? He's cool, in relation to his relationship with Momo and his relationship with Ira a little bit in there, and Jiji. It's like he's in the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like that outskirts cool.
Well, that was, back in my day. Yeah. I was not cool in high school, but I did like bounce from group to group. Right. I think Okurun's doing that too, where he's like, he's able to hang with like the Gyaru girls. Because that's the type of gang that Momo is in, is Gyaru. Oh, really? Yeah, like her friends are more extreme versions of it, but yeah, so that's why they like in the sub they have her saying more like ... and like being more flippant. And it's because she's like a delinquent. Like, yeah, she has a delinquent style like that, like not bad girl, but like kind of. I mean, for a Japanese story, she is a bad girl. She has edge. Yeah, like she's sitting at her desk and like openly bored in class, going, yeah, and she got the edge. Yeah. So she does have her bad moments for sure, or momos. But her bad momos. But so I went into the season with hype. I was a little bit like, I liked the story, loved the story still in Evil Eye, but I was a little nervous, a little let down by the animation. And, I was a little nervous about even the story and like, is it going to have the same charm as the first season? And it's weird, but everything after that like third episode, or even just that third episode onward, like the characters are just a joy. Stuff that was kind of weird in season 1 paid off, like the Mannequin Man. Jiji became like my favorite character. The alien guy. The fact that his name is like, what is it, Weenie or what? Something W. I can't remember it though. It's like, when I used to say that people who call Don dumb, I'm like, oh, you're being so dismissive. Like, Peeny Weenie, I think is his name. Yeah, something like that, yeah. That's where I'm like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the wrong one. Maybe I'm wrong, but then I remember Silky, and then I go, okay, maybe not. No, it's fine. But that's I don't like that his name is Peeny Weenie. It's a little corny, but a lot corny. What can I do? Yeah. What can we do? I don't know, but then Seiko she has her hair, she lets her hair down, and she's only sleeping in a tank top, and I'm like, this is awesome. Yeah. This is epic. I mean, she's not only sleeping in a tank top, but anyway. Yeah, I can't find the character in here. Anyway. Peeny Weenie, I think. Yeah. Anyway. So, supporting characters. But like, as the season progressed, I found myself really back in the, like, that old rhythm I used to feel with season 1. Yep. And I thought, like, Ira had enough to do. Peeny Weenie. Mr. Mantis Shrimp. I'm just going to call him Mr. Mantis. There you go. Let's call him Mr. Mantis. Mr. Mantis. Yeah. But I found season 2 to be really a solid, fun ride. I would say that it is of a similar quality level to season 1. Maybe not as fresh for me, but that's like because I already have season 1 to compare it to. Right. But it does still like we didn't talk about the music that much, but the score is still great. There's this new like Gundam style theme music that they used a few times, where it's like dun 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 dun. It's just like a lot of that. But and there's like a mix of traditional animation, but also CGI. The fact that the season had a motif of like blue versus red, red versus purple actually, and Evil Eye when he first fights when he first fights Okurun, he's like, the scene is mostly purple until Okurun starts winning. Yeah, and then it turns more red. Yeah, and the same thing happens with when they fight outside. The way they manage to tame Evil Eye in a way, but also do it in a different way than most anime would. Like, most anime would do it in a more like, Evil Eye loses against Jiji, like against Okurun. Oh, sure, yeah. And then he retreats and lives to fight another day, but he comes back and he's just a little less harsh the next time. He's still a villain. Like, but with this, they use like the fact that he's a child and the fact that he can be sort of bullied or like mentally manipulated. And
the mentality, you can control that.
Yeah.
It's just that you have to properly do it.
Okarun is able to say, like, you know, instead of saying I'm out of power, he says, no, I'm not going to fight you anymore. You're weak.
That was great. That whole thing was really great. He really locked into like, okay, this is a kid. I don't know how he thought to know to do that, but he's like, oh, I know what to do. If he's a kid, then I'm just going to like force him to like do what I want.
He had that whole plan. Like,
yeah, it was great.
He and Turbo Granny like thought of that together.
Yeah.
And they didn't know if it would work. Like, that's the thing. It took guts for him to be like
he was shaking, remember?
Yeah, he was shaking, and then all of a sudden he just has to commit to the performance. Mm-hmm. And he did.
That was great.
You're weak. What? No, I want to fight you now.
Yeah, it was in his face too.
Just because at any moment he could have just said fuck you and hit.
He could have hit him, like
full human Okarun. But he just had to act like he wasn't scared and just.
You got to do it,
bluff.
Man.
Yeah,
you got to do it.
That's sometimes you got to bluff, man.
Oh yeah.
But so if season 1 were like a 9, because I think I gave it a 9.
Yeah.
I think this is like an 8.5. I mean,
Yeah.
Like, it's very close at times.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's stuff where the relationships all advance forward.
Mm-hmm.
The new characters bounce off each other in unexpected ways.
Mm-hmm.
And there are glimpses of just fantastic animation still.
For sure.
I know I've been kind of a hater, but only because I had such high expectations for it.
Yeah, of course.
I think if they give themselves time for season 3, they can put out something that's just unbelievable. There's so many talented people working on the show.
Man, it's a very talented crew, man.
So you liked it as well?
Yeah, I'm actually on the flip side of yours, which is if I were to give first season 8.5, I actually give this one a 9 for me. I really love it. Yeah.
Wow.
I think when you watch a show and you're watching it, you're like, I said this when I saw the first season too. But I was like, yo, this is a future classic. Mm-hmm. I just know this show is a future classic. It just oozes like this will be a show that people go back to, like try, like one of those shows where like, oh, you gotta watch Don, or like one of these types of shows. Like, this is it. This show is that. Mm-hmm. I can see it. It's like it's making all of the right moves. I feel like, it's entertaining from a humor standpoint, a action standpoint, and even starting to really fall into the story aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Like the relationship between Momo and Okarun is just developing into something that's I'm really enjoying watching the sea, and it's giving me like it's similar to watching like the Wonder Years with what's the name of the two characters? I
think Fred is the name of the actor.
Yeah, is his name Arnold, and the girl's name is hold on.
I know. I think the actor is Fred Savage.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Wonder Years.
Why do I think her name is Wendy?
It's Wendy. Thank you. Yes, Wendy. Yeah, Wendy and Arnold and Wendy. Like, it gives me vibes of that, where like there's like kind of like young developing. Like, it's not there at the beginning, but then like it turns into this thing, and then they have this weird dance where we're not sure it's on. I'm with it now. She's not. Like, not that she's not, but like it's this back. It's a tug of war kind of between interests and that youthfulness about it too. Yeah. So I really love that. I really love the action. I loved the paying homage to all the Japanese shows and culture and even some tropes and things like that. Ending it with the kaiju battle. I'm sure. I don't know how you felt about that. Did you love, or?
You know, I thought it was really cool, but I noticed the animation kind of falling apart at that point.
At that part, yeah.
Because like the frame rate just dropped so low for some of that. But then sometimes, like when Evil Eye is getting stepped on by the giant kaiju and he knocks it over, that scene was incredible.
Yeah, he's like lifts up and
it's just it's scene by scene, which is actually more distracting. Like if it were consistently like pretty okay, then it would be one thing. But like occasionally it goes like so next level, and I'm like, oh sweet, yes, and then, yeah. So they did what they could. I think that there's a reason why they added an extra director, and they like gave themselves 6 extra months to finish the season. It just wasn't, because most of the time when there's like a break between like anime episodes, it'll be like a month or 2.
Sure.
But yeah, they said let's just pretend it's season 2 and give 6 months.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think they there was some struggles production wise, but it it looks great for the most part. There's so many great like storyboarding decisions and like coloring decisions. Like I said, the red versus purple, and like even filters that they add on each scene to make the animation pop out a certain way. Like for the romantic scenes, sometimes they'll add a different filter, or for the action scenes, they'll add a different filter. So yeah, there's tons of thought and care being put into it. It's
pretty. I think they really stretched out.
Yeah. And I definitely got the vibe in season 1, like this is going to be a future classic. And for this one, I think it's just more of the same.
Yeah, they're still on like whatever trajectory that they were on, which I think was really great, because I feel like a lot of shows, we're fearful about people dropping the ball. Yeah. It happens all the time. Like a show will drop the ball where like it was hot and 1 second and then now it's not.
And rest in peace to Ira. That's a meme going around, because Ira was in the house when. So spoilers, but Momo sees. So the giant kaiju that they were fighting that turned invisible sometimes. It turned out to be inhabited by a young alien lady, and it's like a great reference to Godzilla, because they like pull a zipper and there's someone in a monster suit that was destroying the city. That's a classic tokusatsu reference.
That's a cool trope.
But she, like, the first thing she does is she kisses Okarun, and
crazy, right?
The guys are with him, which, by the way, Kinta calling Jiji handsome all the time is very funny, where he's like, handsome guy, you're not my friend.
Very funny.
Gigi doesn't even care that he calls him handsome. He's just like, why are you so mean to me, Kinta? But, so she kisses him for reasons we don't know, because
we don't know
the season ends on Momo witnessing this.
She blew up the house. She's holding the nano skin technology. Yeah, that's what you mean by saying that.
And so she squeezes it and it glows, and then the house behind her explodes. Yep. And Ira was still in the house when she walked out there.
Very funny.
So the meme amongst the fandom is rest in peace, Ira.
R.I.P.
And they're saying, there's like joke responses that they're like, yeah, the manga never acknowledges it, but she never appears again.
People serious?
Yeah, well, it's like a bit.
It sounds like a funny bit.
Where it's just like,
she never appears again.
They never acknowledge it. That would be the most disrespectful way to kill off a character.
That'd be insane.
Like, they just carry on, and like Momo's like, all right, everyone's here. We got
that's disrespectful.
Alien Girl. We got Okarun, Jiji, Kinta. I think that's everyone.
The crew's all here.
And then like, oh wait, Grandma's not here.
Yeah, where's Grandma?
Seiko pops in.
Yeah.
So overall, a really good season. It's not what I expected.
I didn't even know what the hell to expect.
I for some reason had expectations. Like, I thought Ira and Jiji would be like an incredible duo, and to be honest, they really don't have much chemistry
at all. Like, they have none.
They haven't given us much, but at the same time, like, I think because she is so like abrasive and like negative, and then he's so positive and joyful. Yeah, they kind of like bounce off each other like magnets,
And since they're teenagers, I could see them like finding, if they were to go there, I could see them finding themselves with each other at some point. But just given the nature of them,
I'm not even saying like chemistry romantic. I'm like
chemistry,
character chemistry. Yeah, where like she's mostly just annoyed that he's around. And
I don't know why she treats him that way either. It's kind of weird.
She's a grump. She treats everyone pretty bad. Like, she treated Kinta really bad.
She's the Lucy of the crew.
Well, yeah, she is the nice. she is like the Johnny come lately to the team, but then everyone who comes after her, she treats them way worse than she got treated.
Yeah.
It's like she's so insecure that she's not part of the Okrun, and like she's telling everyone, "I'm the leader. You must follow."
Yeah,
me.
why did you follow my rules? Like,
And,
what are you talking about?
Yeah, she's not really a leader.
Yeah,
but
it's very
the noisy Gomahs bark the loudest.
Yeah,
Wait, the insecure Gomahs.
Yeah, there you go.
Bark the loudest.
Always the loudest. Always
the noisy ones. That's like that goes without saying. The noisy ones.
Makes sense.
Cool. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. You can follow us on Instagram at dermot.mn. Give us a review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps.
Mm-hmm.
And that was our review of Don to Don Season 2. Overall, just a fantastic watch.
A series that people should definitely jump on if you're not already on it.
Yeah. If you're like, I was going through some life events, as you know. Mm-hmm. And this series, when I watched it, it made me forget about everything. And it helped me come out the other side.
Yeah, some good escapism, honestly, and then not in a negative way.
Yeah, some good autism as well. Pops a Tylenol. Too soon.
No, we'll have to talk about that the next episode. I have some thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah. The Gomah show.
The Gomah. the Shoma Go.
This is the Shoma Go.
Thanks for listening, and we'll be back next week. And we're going to talk about, I don't want to spoil the surprise, even though I already did, but I watched an anime that I never expected I would watch, and especially this fast. So
you went head first.
I went head first, and let's just say I got my Kaisens rocked in the Jujutsu.
You guys hear this nerd over here?
Otaku alert. All right. We'll see you next week.
Peace.